For more update, please subscribe our Gossip America News YouTube channel and press the bell button. For die-hard Bravo fans, it was the moment no one saw coming, and yet, secretly, everyone had been praying for. Under the glimmering lights of Bravo's Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen, a surprise reunion unfolded that sent seismic waves through the Real Housewives universe. Carole Radziwill, the fiercely independent and often coolly intellectual former star of The Real Housewives of New York City, Roni, returned to the clubhouse for a sit-down that was equal parts shocking, nostalgic, and cathartic. But it wasn't just her reappearance that stirred social media into a frenzy. It was who she was sitting beside, Andy Cohen himself. Once allies turned cold acquaintances, Carole and Andy had been embroiled in a subtle yet simmering feud that stretched back years, since her departure from RHONY in 2018. But on a warm August night in 2025, the two finally came face to face, again, breaking the ice with laughter, candid conversation, and believe it or not, a mutual toast to new beginnings. Let's rewind to how this moment came to be, the dramatic twists that led here, and what went down when the mics turned on. The friendship between Carole Radziwill and Andy Cohen once sparkled with mutual admiration. When Carole joined Roni in 2011, she was something of a wild card, a respected journalist, a widow of royalty, and the antithesis of the typical housewife archetype. Andy was fascinated. He called her smart, funny, and refreshingly real. In the early seasons, their banter was light, respectful, even flirtatious, but by season 10, things began to fracture, mostly off-camera, but the tension crept on screen. Carole's fallout with Bethany Frankel dominated the storyline, and many fans felt Andy subtly sided with Bethany. Carole herself hinted at it. In interviews, "I saw the strings being pulled," she told a podcast in 2019. It felt less like a reality show and more like performance art controlled by a puppet master. "I just didn't want to dance anymore." Following her final reunion taping in 2018, where she memorably told Andy, "You're so full of SHT, Andy *, their relationship froze over. She left the show with a bitter taste, and he seemingly closed the Bravo doors behind her. Years passed. Carole pursued writing, kept a relatively low public profile, and occasionally jabbed at Bravo culture in interviews. Andy moved on with more Housewives franchises, best-selling books, and raising his 2 children. For fans, the feud was canon, cemented in Housewives history. Until now, it began subtly. In early 2025, Carole tweeted out a throwback photo of her and Andy from the early Roni days, captioning it, "Time changes everything, sometimes for the better." Fans were quick to speculate, was this an olive branch, a teaser for a project, or just nostalgia? Andy, for his part, retweeted it, with a single word, "Indeed." Then came the podcast appearances. Carole guested on a popular Bravo-centric podcast, Reality Reckoning, where she revealed she'd recently spoken to Andy via phone for the first time in years. "It was weirdly easy," she said. "We laughed more than I expected. We've both grown. He's a dad now. I'm far less reactive. It felt ... human." Suddenly, rumors swirled of an impending reunion. A week later, Bravo confirmed Carole Radziwill would return to WWHL for one night only. The night of the reunion. Bravo fans tuned in like it was the Super Bowl. Social media was ablaze. The WWHL set was dressed up with Roni memorabilia, a nod to the legacy, but the atmosphere was surprisingly intimate. The guest list, just 2 chairs. One for Andy, one for Carole. No Housewives games. No bartenders. Just 2 people, 2 glasses of champagne, and years of unspoken words. "Tonight is special for me. It's been a long time since I sat across from Carole Radziwill. Too long. We haven't always seen eye to eye, but we've shared laughter, tears, and television history. I'm grateful she's here." Carole walked in gracefully, wearing an elegant black jumpsuit, hair in soft waves, and a wry smile on her lips. "Hi Andy, long time." What followed was 30 minutes of raw, riveting TV. Andy and Carole spoke like exes, finally getting closure. They addressed the past openly, sometimes with tension, sometimes with laughter. "I loved the show until I didn't. It stopped being fun. The editing, the manipulation, I felt boxed in. And I didn't think you had my back anymore. That reunion moment hurt. We'd always been close, and I didn't expect you to go out swinging. But I understand now. I should have done better." They clinked glasses. Too understanding. As the episode aired, Twitter and Instagram blew up. Insiders close to Bravo revealed that the reunion was months in the making. Andy reportedly reached out after reading Carole's essay in Vogue earlier this year, where she reflected on burned bridges and unfinished business. She didn't slam him, one insider said. She wrote with grace, and it moved him. Their first call was awkward. Then came lunch. Then came the idea. A live, unfiltered WWHL sit-down. Carole was hesitant at first. "I don't want this to be performative," she allegedly told producers. But Andy convinced her. "Let's show people we can grow. Let's show people we're real." In the weeks since the reunion, speculation has reached a fever pitch. "I'm not ruling anything out," she told Entertainment Tonight after the WWHL taping. "But I'd do it on my terms." The Carole of today doesn't need the drama to feel alive. Bravo hasn't confirmed anything, but fans are already campaigning for a Real Housewives legacy season featuring Carole, Jill Zarin, Dorinda Medley, and Tinsley Mortimer. He posted a selfie with Carole post-show, both smiling. This moment between Andy Cohen and Carole Radziwill isn't just a Bravo headline, it's a cultural reset in the realm of reality TV. It challenges the toxic notion that feuds must last forever, that bridges can't be rebuilt, and that reality stars are always stuck in their own narratives. Their reunion was filled with accountability, emotion, and most importantly, growth. Fans were reminded that behind the glam and gossip there are real people evolving in real time. As Carole said in her closing words, "Life's too short to hold grudges. We had good times, bad times, and now hopefully a new beginning." The Radziwill-Cohen reunion wasn't flashy. It wasn't scripted. It didn't need table flips or tears to make history. It was two people, once close, then estranged, now finding common ground. All under the neon lights of Bravo's Clubhouse. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe to our Gossip America News YouTube channel for more updated news.